Keerthi. I feel very happy this evening, as there is no greater happiness for a teacher than seeing the success of a dear student, right? And see a student be very happy and successful in what she loves doing. So I'm very happy and I feel very blessed today to welcome you all to this session. So let me first begin by welcoming Anjana ma'am. Anjana ma'am is a principal who heads with great leadership. She heads with example, and I welcome you with great respect, ma'am, to this session. I'd also like to welcome Srigala teacher. Srigala teacher is again a very inspiring head of the department, very hardworking, and I welcome you, ma'am, with great respect. I also welcome all my dear colleagues who contribute daily to every single activity of the department. And I welcome you all with great respect and joy. And obviously, the students who are the stars of today's show and who have all got their cameras on and who look very handsome and beautiful today. I welcome you all to this program. I hope you have a very a great evening. And of course, I should have invited Keerthi. I should have welcomed Keerthi second, but I wanted to, have a long introduction. That's why Keerthi, my student, she's like Parvati ma'am told you, she's a corporate trainer and a client relations expert. She has an experience of more than 14 years in communications and client relations. She is the lead trainer and the founder of Evoke, Beyond the Limits, which is a training and a business consultancy. If you look at her Instagram page, you can see a chat show called Beautiful Minds. I don't know whether she realizes it, but I do follow it regularly, where she interviews many inspiring women that we may not have heard of, but women who have made a huge impact. Some of them we have heard of, but women who have who are standing in their own rights, women who are very inspiring. So hats off to you, Kirti, for that chat show. I really love that chat show. And Kirti, Kirti had, I don't know how many of you heard, I had taught Kirti when she was doing her BA Communications, Communicative English in St. Teresa's College. And it was a star-studded class. There was Samyukta Verma, who was her classmate, Ramya Nambishan, who was her classmate. But other than those girls who were stars at that time, I'm very happy to have seen that many of them have evolved in their own right, especially somebody like Kirti, who has gone a long way towards inspiring so many young students in achieving their dreams. So it's with great joy and happiness that I welcome you, dear, to this program. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I think my eyes are filled because it's an honor to hear from one of our teacher such good things about you. And it's like, thank you so much.
So the floor is yours now, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Parvati ma'am. People, I know boys and girls who are sitting here and enjoying all these conversations might be wondering like, oh my God, it's been like a melodrama which is going on here where a teacher is actually praising a student and student is giving a thank you, gratitude and all those things. Let's keep all those things apart, people. So I hope that you all are all doing great and I am audible to you. If I'm audible, please give me a 2 thumbs up. Don't use a smiley, please give me, I need 2 thumbs up. Vaishnavi, you just gave me 1. Don't break your phone if you have folded in your hand. Please ensure you give me 2 thumbs up. Gokul, 2 thumbs up. Very good. Thank you so much. Gokul is like, oh my God. No, I don't want a fan. No, I think most of you are holding your your. Thank you so much, Gokul. That was a great inspiration for me to start the session. People, please ensure that your phones or your laptops, what you're using, it is just kept somewhere so that your hands are completely free, so that when we talk or when we have something to be done, our hands are completely free. So you can use a tripod if you want to. If you don't have a tripod, you can even use a bundle of books. You can use a bucket or a mug as well, just to support your phone or your laptops, but please ensure your hands are completely free. All right, so are we ready? If you are ready, please quickly type in the chat box, I am ready. Very quick. Can you make it very sure that you're going to type in the chat box, I am ready? Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. You started first. Let's quickly go on, people. Let's see how fast is the NSS College of Pandalam been reacting. Thank you so much. I am ready. Every single person is ready. Thank you so much. People, there comes the first question for you on my screen, which I really want you to ensure that you're going to respond in the chat box. Let's ensure that our chat box are filled with your answers there. Are you happy? This is my first question. Are you happy? Give me an answer, yes or no. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. Superb. There we go, people. Quickly, I am so happy that the college is like very vibrant, giving me the answers. So, without wasting much time, I have my second question: that what makes you happy? Very quick. What makes you happy? Quickly think. It could be the most smallest thing that you can have, from the biggest, from the smallest thing to the biggest thing that you really like to be or makes you happy. Very quick in the chat box. What is that smallest thing that makes you happy and towards the biggest part of it? Quickly think. Oh, okay. I make you happy. Very good. Thank you so much, Google. That's a great compliment. Sleeping makes you happy. Superb. Cool. Food. I love food. Cinema. Very good. Superb. Dogs and books. Wonderful. What a combination is that, Vaishnavi? You read a book and you have your pet along with you. Sleeping, movies, family. Keep going, people, because our life is like full of happiness. It's just that rain. I know rain is so good. You need to probably try out some ice creams during it's raining. It's pouring here in Calicut. So I am basically from Calicut. So here it is pouring. Friends, music. Wonderful. That's so nice. People, it's very important that we are very happy because the life is too short and we actually create all the moments for us to make ourselves more happy. So thank you so much for all these wonderful questions, which I have given to you along with your beautiful answers, which is so good. Now let's move on with few more things which we are going to discuss. I have one question again. It's not on my screen, but I would ask you directly right away that what exactly are you expecting for the next 1 hour? Very quick. What are you expecting for the next 1 hour? You are with me, and what are you expecting? You've got a lot of introductions, a lot of things is going on, but what exactly is in your mind for the next 1 hour or 45 minutes to 60 minutes? What exactly are you expecting? Very quick in the chat box. Very quick. What are you expecting? It could be anything, whatever you're expecting. Don't say money because I'm not going to give you money at all. What is that? More? Nikita, I didn't understand what is that more. Ashwati says you are expecting happiness. Wow, that's so nice. Nikita, I didn't understand what is more. You need to probably type a bit more on that. Very quick, people. You are in motivation. Okay. So do you think that any interesting topics like your real life experience? Wonderful. Obviously, a new horizon of knowledge, nothing exception or expectation. Guidance, sorry ma'am, it's my mistake. That's perfectly fine, Nikita, because when we type, it's not so easy to type very fast because our emotions are there inside us. Okay, no sorries, nothing to be there. Motivation, oh my god, no, I actually don't believe in a kind of motivation because I believe that when you motivate someone with a lot of lectures and things, it is just for that one particular hour or for the day or maybe for a week. After that, the motivation is gone. Section without feeling boredom. I'll try my best. That this doesn't come out at all. Okay, let's quickly go on. I'm getting a lot of information from you. Nothing expecting. That's perfectly fine because I believe that the moment you stop expecting something in your life, you become so happy. Because imagine when you expect something to be done by someone and doesn't come across to you, you feel so, so disturbed. Especially imagine that's your birthday and you expect your best friend to call you at 12 o'clock. They miss it out and your expectation is broken and you become unhappy, which is there. Again, when you are at the top scorer and you expect every single person, especially your parents, to come and wish you so well, and they say like, okay, no problem, that was all good. Again, the expectations are broken. So Jishnu, thank you so much that there is no expectation. Let's see how it goes on. Okay, let's quickly go on, people. Today we'll be discussing about just a couple of things. I believe that as a part of soft skills or as a part of communication, something very, very important. Now, my one more question comes up. What exactly is communication? Can you quickly mention in the chat box? If you are really interested, you can unmute and talk. But what exactly is communication according to you? Don't actually take it the Google and copy and paste the definition, but anything what you feel as communication, just quickly mention in the chat box. Or if you're quite enough to interact with me, just quickly unmute and just talk. That would be perfectly fine. Passing a message from one person to another. Very good. Thank you, Ashwati. Moving on. Sharing thoughts, emotions, ideas. Perfect, Ranjit. Exchange of ideas, thoughts, exchange idea, making it come. comprehensible to the other, very important. Two or more people sharing thoughts. Okay, so let me ask one more question connecting to that. Do you think communication always requires a language? I repeat the question. Do you think communication always requires a language? No. Perfect. So I'm so happy for that, that at least after some time, I have got a bunch of people who say that no, communication doesn't require language because it consists of language, it consists of actions or non-verbal communication, as well as it consists of written communication. So I'm so happy that you at least have that difference, because I always come across people saying that, yes, ma'am, English is definitely required for a communication. And I believe that communication goes without a language as well. Okay, so relating to that, I have just chosen two things. Okay, someone who was unmuted, can you please? Aryan, can you please mute yourself, please?
Aryan, please mute your phone.
Thank you so much, Aryan. It was by mistake, but that was so nice. In between, you have some kind of Malayalam coming out, and you feel, ha, Madhubhumil oru tulli vellam. That's how it goes on. Okay, let's go on, people. Let's go with the word small talk. Okay, I believe that this is one of the most important skill in personality, or one of the most important soft skill which people actually lack or people needs to have. But tell me, what exactly do you understand by the word small talk? Very quick. Can you quickly type in the chat box? What exactly do you understand by the word small talk? Anything? Small talk. Greetings. Okay. Keep going. Boys and girls, just understand one thing, that there is nothing like a right answer or a wrong answer here. It is just that we are just sharing our thoughts here. Let's break up. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a small talk. Okay. Gokul gives me like, let's break up and a heart. So it's like that again is a small talk. Great. Very creative people out there in NSS, I guess. Okay, keep going, people. What do you understand by the two words, small talk? The name itself actually says that. Whatever comes to your mind, just quickly type there, small talks. See, now if I give you some examples on that, that clearly comes to your mind. Small talks happens every time, every single minute in our life. For example, when you are in a bus stop and when you are just waiting for a particular bus and you might not know whether it has passed or not, you go ahead and ask to someone there, has the bus actually, no, is the bus actually there, or is it late, or has it gone? These kind of question comes. That's a small talk. You break the ice, you talk to a stranger and you ask these kind of things. Again, when you have forgot to actually tie your watch and you find someone where you need to actually know the time, you'll ask, what is the time? That's a small talk. Then there is an event which is happening in your college, and you actually come and announce in front of a crowd, and people ask you some queries regarding the event. That is a small talk actually. So small talk actually happens in every single second. When you go for a wedding, and when there are some kind of relatives or your friends those who you are not familiar with, they come to you and talk to you, that again is a small talk. Talking in a class, exactly, that also is a small talk. But if you talk in class, you may be getting some punishments, I would say, not a punishment. So small talks are so important in a personality or a soft skill, something very important to break the ice. So if you go through, you will understand what exactly the small talk is. A casual form of conversation between no one or two people, or even a more people, which is very, very important. It actually helps you to break the ice or fill the awkward silence. Say, for example, when you go for an interview, you might have a lot of candidates around you, where you have to break the silence. So what happens among us, few people go ahead and check with someone else, like, where are you from, what have you done, which college are you from? So those are small talks which indirectly makes us feel a bit relaxed, which is so important. So this is one kind of way where we can fill the silence between people, or we can even just break the ice and make it a bit more easy for us to talk to us. But something very important to be taken care here is that when we are talking to a people about any kind of things, let's talk about some common interests or some kind of very social things, which is very, very common to talk about, is something very important to be taken care. Now, can you quickly tell me that what kind of topics or what kind of things can you talk to a stranger? Can you quickly type in the chat box, like, what are the things that you feel are an easygoing topics or easy kind of a conversation that you can have with a person who is not so close to you? Very quick in the chat box. Weather, very good, Vaishnavi. What's the time? Very nice, Amisha. Just think, people, what are the conversations that you usually have with a stranger? If in case you're meeting someone or you're stuck somewhere and you don't have anyone known to you, what are the basic things that you probably go ahead and ask? Keep going. Where are you from? Very common question. Asking name and place. Very good. Superb. Name. Yeah, that's a very common thing that you can ask, which is not at all a troubling question. What is your name? So when I say small talks is something, water, of course, you can probably ask me, I have some water. That is again there. How are you? Very good. These are very beautiful things that you can keep on asking. But we will add on few more topics which might help you to actually break the ice, because these are the place where you make yourself to be becoming more extrovert. I think among us there might be some people who finds very odd to talk to strangers. If you are a person like that, can you quickly just say, yes, I am? If you are a person who finds a bit odd to talk to a stranger, all of a sudden quickly, if you are in a spot where you have to just go and talk to a person, you find it, oh my God, I cannot talk. Thank you so much, Ashwati. Thank you, Nandana, for being very honest, because this is not something which is easy to talk to. But once you learn the skill, it is like so beautiful that you actually keep on meeting a lot of new people around. Very good, super. So I'm trying to help you with a few ways how you can just improve your small talks, plus how that will help you to improve your soft skills, which is really important in your life. Moving on with few topics, which is like a kind of good topics to actually go ahead are on the upcoming slides. But I'll just give you one simple example, like where does the small talk happen or who makes a small talk? One, those who don't know each other, as we said, in a bus stop or in a marriage, or maybe in a group of people where you're traveling, you might be sitting in a bus, someone nearby you is there, and by the end of the journey, you might be good friends, you might exchange your numbers, things like that. At times you go for a birthday party and then you have your friend and the friend of friend. You have another person you come across. Along with that, once you're done with your studies, when you start working in your profession, you will have a lot of other people from different team and different departments. So there again comes a small talk, like where are you from? Oh, you're from Trivandrum. Wow, I'm also from Trivandrum. Where did you do your studies? This is how the conversation starts. Again, when you get into your profession, if it is into customer service executive kind of or service industry, you will definitely have to take care of this, because you will have different customers coming to you, you will have different inquiries coming, and you will be just keeping on to ask these questions. But what are the common questions that you can ask about the topics? One, hometown, where are you from? Which is a very common thing, and I don't think people will be finding very odd. But don't go ahead and ask the detailed address of a stranger. Oh, you're from Trivandrum. Where do you stay in Trivandrum? In this particular place. Okay, where is your house? What is your house number? Now that makes a bit more insecure feeling. So ensure the basic hometown you can ask. Hobbies. One of the beautiful questions that you can ask, because most of the common hobbies actually helps you to start or continue with the small talks. Now, relating to that, I would really request you to quickly type in the chat box, what are your hobbies? Very quick. Let's quickly have it in the chat box. Type your hobbies. Very quick. Reading. Keep going, people. What are your hobbies? Writing, movies, dancing, watching movies, drawing. Beautiful. That's so nice. Gaming, dancing, listening to music, watching movies, gaming, reading. See, now you yourself could see there are n number of people with a very common interest, and this is how, when you come to know about the hobbies, you can just continue know your conversation and go ahead. Someone says, I love to watch movies. Is there a recent movie that you have watched? Who is your favorite actor? Did you like this particular movie? And the conversation actually goes on, and you find yourself to be comfortable with the small talks which is going on. Again, one more thing comes as a celebrity gossip. It might be odd, but at times certain celebrity gossips are quite interesting for certain people. So it depends on the way how you actually start the conversation. Traveling, again, someone who's so fond of traveling, if you go ahead and talk, it's so good to have a conversation. Those who like traveling, can I just see your messages in the chat box? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That traveling, you love traveling. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you. Very beautiful. I think that traveling is again a very common thing that you can talk to a stranger. So this again goes on. If you are traveling in a bus, you have a person nearby you, you can probably start, go ahead and ask like, okay, do you love traveling? Okay. So which is a recent place that you have traveled to and how is it? So you get more information and you get to know about this person again. Work, when you start working, you can probably have a conversation there. Apart from that, when you meet a stranger, you can even ask, are you working? Are you a student? If you're working, okay, where do you work? What is the kind of job that you're doing? And how long are you working? These kind of questions you can definitely go ahead and ask. Family also, you can definitely go ahead and ask, okay, who all are there in your family? Father, mother, brother, sister. Okay, that's so nice. That is again something which is not so odd to us, but let's have some sense of part in our mind that we're not going to go ahead and ask some in-depth question. Like if a person says, I have a sister. Oh, how old is your sister? Is she single? Is she married? No kind of questions like that. So we have to probably be very clear about that. Along with that, some newses which you can even talk about, some recent news. For example, give me the very recent news or some news that you often find in the TV channels right now. Something, one particular thing which everywhere you switch it on, it's there. Let's see who says that. Something very quick. World Cup, very good, Ramu. That's a wonderful thing because this again is something very common. You can probably talk about. Oh, how about the football? Do you like football? You can even talk about sports because that again is an interest for a lot of people. So that again is something that you can definitely talk about to a stranger or some kind of people, those who are there. But when I say safe topics, there are some worse topics which are not so recommended to go on with. Can you quickly let me know in the chat box, like what do you think are the topics which is not so recommended to talk to a stranger? Very quick in the chat box. Can you quickly type in the chat box, please? Politics, wonderful. Vaishnavi, very good one because politics is something which might create some controversy in between. Religion, superb, Ramu. That's a very wonderful thing that you have said. Age, 100%, because people doesn't like people asking, well, how old are you? Though I don't mind, but still there are people who religion, yes, keep going. Anything else you feel that is very sensitive topic, which is not so good to talk about? Let that be you or let that be another person, might not be job. Very true, Gokul, because when you say about job, maybe there are certain people who might be struggling to get a job. So in that case, you may probably make them on a spot that, oh, I haven't got a job till now. So that again is there. But don't connect it with the safe topics, which I said about the work, because work is like when you talk about a kind of work. If you ask, like, what are you doing? I'm studying. Perfect. What are you doing? I'm working. Oh, wow. What work are you doing? But don't ask kind of questions like, you don't work actually. You don't have a job, because those tones actually make the person feel very awkward. So try to avoid these kind of topics, which is not so great. But I'll add on few more things along with that. Personal information, like your name is okay, but still you go on with your religion, your caste, your sex, your gender, what kind of a person are you, what is your contact number, what is your personal thing, are you single, ready to mingle, are you married, are you divorced, are you separated? If you're divorced, what is the problem? Please, we'll avoid all these personal information. Age again is very important. Financial topics also, like are you quite rich enough? Oh, I'm so sorry, you are a very poor person. Oh, you lost your job and how do you survive? So these kind of financial things people doesn't actually enjoy talking. What is your salary? Oh, you only get this much, I get more than that, and I pay this much for my servant at home. So no kind of such topics, because those actually doesn't come up with a positive conversation. Politics, as someone said, religion, as someone said. Along with that, very important is about your physical appearance, because this is something which we commonly hear about. From when someone is there on the other side, they might directly come and say some negative comments. So can I see on the screen in the chat box, like what are the recent negative comments that you have heard about your physical part of it? Can you quickly share in the group, in the chat, that what is that very recent negative comment that you have heard from anyone, let that be your friend, your relatives, your family, anyone around? Some negative comments that you have recently heard about yourself. I know people around us are with a lot of negative comments, but still something very recent that you've heard about or you have been listening to from many people around. Very quick in the chat box. Short girl. Thank you so much, Vijay. I love that. Can you quickly type like what is your height? Because I myself I'm a short person, but it's not about that I'm being short. It's just about the people around me at all. Gokul, thank you so much. People comment about your complexion, gaining weight. Oh my God. character, gained weight. Is there anyone skinny? See, on one side, when people say you have gained your weight, there are certain people who have been said that you're very skinny. Wearing spectacles, oh my God. See, people doesn't have much time, no much things to do. Growing hair, very important. Once you grow your hair, they might probably come and say that, oh my God, what a column is that? And once you cut your hair, you might say, oh, mudi vetticho, pattiyakiyo. This is how it actually goes on. You are a slim person. You put on your weight, you'll say, you have put on your weight. So these things, these kind of comments, we don't enjoy at all. And even if we forget about a person who has given a good compliment, we will never ever forget about a person who has always given us a negative comment. So what happens? We usually skip off when these kind of people come out. Yes, visual complexion is something people are very fond of. So let's think from our side. When we don't enjoy that, another person might not enjoy it also. When you talk to a person who is a stranger or someone whom you have met after a long time, please don't go and say, oh my God, നീ വല്ലാതെ ക്ഷീണിച്ചു പോയല്ലോ, അയ്യോ നിന്റെ മുടി മുഴുവൻ കൊഴിഞ്ഞു പോയല്ലോ, നീ കറുത്ത് കരിവാളിച്ചു പോയല്ലോ. Don't come up with these kind of physical comments, because it is not so great to start a conversation with a negative comment. Worldwide problem, black color. Yeah, I think nowadays the dusky skin tone has been highlighted too much, I guess. Gokul, if you go and check on the models, you will see that the models all are dusky. The fair complexion people are just apart right now, and dusky complexion is going on. So I think that is so good, and dusky people are really nice. So these are very worst comments or worst topics that you might probably hear about. So ensure that you're not going to start a conversation with a stranger or someone around us or someone we are meeting after a long time with any negative comments, especially about a physical appearance. Only ചെറുതായി ചെറുതായി ഭൂമി തട്ടിത്തുടങ്ങിയോ, സംതിങ് വിച്ച് ഐ ഹാവ് ഓൾവേസ് ഹേർഡ് അബൌട്ട്. സർട്ടൻ പീപ്പിൾ സേ, അയ്യോ നീ വലുതായി വലുതായത് എങ്ങോട്ടാണ്, തല മുട്ടോ മുകളിൽ. This is how someone tall has to be listening to. There are certain people who might probably say, തടിച്ച് തടിച്ച് വാതിലിന്റെ അകത്ത് കൂടെ കയറുമോ, മെലിഞ്ഞ് മെലിഞ്ഞ് നിനക്ക് നുഴഞ്ഞ് എവിടെ വേണമെങ്കിലും കയറാലോ. All these things comes out because people doesn't have much time to do something very useful. They only have to go behind these people and come back with all these comments. So these are few things which are worst topics which we probably have to avoid it. Now on the same note, as we have been talking about small talks, we have been talking about the safe topics, we are talking about the worst topics. What I need you to do here is, quickly, I want you to type your number there, your personal number, very quickly on the screen. Very quick, you're going to quickly type your number, your contact number in the chat box, very fast. Don't write anything else, just your number, and just leave it, just enter it, your contact number. Okay, perfect. Keep going, people. Add on your mobile number, which is really, really important. Okay. So you can see there are a lot of people, those who are giving out their numbers there in the chat box. Now, this is one place where I want you to explore this particular platform right now. It is 7:35. I want you to randomly pick up a number from the chat box and give a call to that person. But be very honest that you're not going to pick up a person who you know prior. Please don't pick up your classmate's number, because it is not a small talk. It will be a very casual talk, or it might be something very friendly. Try that you pick up a number randomly, a person who you don't know at all, and you're going to give a call right away. Very quick, you're going to give a call right away. Just for 2 to 5 minutes, you will have a quick conversation. You will come back. The moment you get in, you're going to type here, I am back. This is how you're going to say, I am back. Very quick. You're randomly going to pick up your number, and you will probably going to do this part of it, and then you are going to come back by saying that. Nikhil, yes, please. Nikhil, you have raised your hand. Yes, Nikhil, you have raised your hands. So people, quickly, those who are here, quickly just go ahead, give a call to any one person randomly. Please ensure you're not going to pick up a person who you already know. This is the place where you're going to break the ice, going to talk to a stranger and get the small talk to be done. Ensure we are having all the things in our mind, that we are not going to ask any personal questions. We are going to be very casual with a positive note. You're going to know about a new person in your life from your college. And once you're back, please type, I am back. You are just given a 2 to 5 minutes of time. Very quick, you're going to come back with the note that I am back. Super, Ramu, you are back. That's so nice. Ramu, can I just see your mic to be unmuted? I would be really happy to hear from you. Whom did you talk to?
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Ramu. Perfect. Whom did you talk
I
right
have
now?
called. I have called Gokul.
Okay. Do you know Gokul prior?
No, no. So I
No. Okay.
I straightaway asked that in which year are you? I mean, we are both from English department, so
Uh-huh.
I asked. Yeah.
So that was the one question, and you said, okay, bye, thank you, and came back.
No, no. Then I asked, will you be there for the whole session, this webinar?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I think he didn't say anything.
Oh, Gokul actually vanished. See, Gokul is laughing. He forgot that his camera is switched on. He's laughing and he's like, oh my God, what will I say right now? Okay, fine. Gokul, did you ask the same question to Ramu as well? That will you be there for the webinar till the end of it? Gokul actually vanished. Vaishnavi, are you back? Vaishnavi, did you talk to someone?
Yes, I did.
Very
I
good.
talked to Raghav.
Raghav, very good. Okay. What did Raghav say? What did you talk to Raghav?
I asked him from from which year he is from. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's studying in first year.
Very nice. And how was how was your feeling of talking to a new person? Did you have any kind of no something which stopped you, or were you like, okay, let me just give it a try? Is that so?
No, actually, he didn't pick it up. In fact, he just it rang a lot, and I thought he was not going to pick up. So then he picked up, and I was relieved.
Oh, okay. But that also at times creates a trouble. No, someone please pick up the call, please. What is it? And that silence actually, brings your heart pumping up. Very good, superb. Going on, people, those who have said, I am back, I'm giving you this platform, just open up. If you are back, if you would really love to share your experience, quickly unmute yourself and just share that what happened when you called a new person. How was it? Was it good? Was it all right? Was it like, ma'am, it was like, okay, okay.
Ma'am,
Anyone? Yes, please, go on.
ma'am, it was very good. It was my first experience in calling someone that I don't know.
Very
And
good, yeah.
the person I called, it was her name was Devinanda.
Uh-huh.
Devananda. She was second year English, and it was
Uh-huh.
good. We just talked
Very
and
nice.
we saved each other's number on our phone.
Oh, that's so nice. See, what happened here is that you are from the same college, but there is no point in like you don't go and talk to each other. Maybe there are no opportunities for you to talk. But right now, 2 to 5 minutes took you to just talk to a new person. You got a new person as a friend. At any time, you can just go and connect. That's so nice. This is a magic of small talks. When you talk to some person, this actually becomes very personal, and you actually have a good relation. But don't go back to your college after my session and say that, ma'am, our session yesterday in webinar, it was being said that we have to go and talk to every single person and get their personal number. No, the session is getting recorded, so I have not said you have to get a personal number and create a very good relation. What I said is that this is how you actually break your ice. Very good. Thank you so much. Your name is Hari Nandana. How do I call your name?
Harinandana.
Hari Nandana, is it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, that's nice. All right. Anyone else would like to actually share your experience of talking to a new person? People grab the opportunity whenever you have option to talk. Please take it up because it makes you feel more and more relaxed. As much as silence you maintain, it's very difficult for you to break your shell and get off to talk to someone. Just quickly unmute and just go ahead. What happened with Gokul? Ramu, I think the moment you said about Gokul, he actually vanished. Nikhil, are you there? Why did you actually raise your hand? Was it accidentally been raised up? Or did you have something to tell me? All right. So as people are finding it very difficult to actually unmute and talk, let me quickly ask you to just type in your chat box. Give me one word. How did you feel when you spoke to a new person accidentally? Oh, no problem. Nikhil, can you just lower your hands, please? It's still up. Okay. So give me happy. Very good, Vaishnavi. Keep going, people. What was your feelings? That just one word. When you spoke to a new person, how did you feel? No, don't give me a happy itself. So awkward. Very true, Ashwati. Normal, Nikita. Superb. Excited and happy. Wonderful. Hap. Google, you type something else. Hap, bruh. Okay, thank you. Happy. Okay, that's so wonderful. Now, this is how the things goes on. See, very simple thing which you have to probably take away. No, when you actually go and talk to a new person, the most important thing that we require to do is that to introduce ourselves first. Go ahead and tell them that, hi, my name is Keerthi, and I'm a student of this particular class. I've just come to meet a new person. Would you be, are you busy right now? Would you be fine, or would you be okay to talk to me right now? And if they say I'm fine, just go ahead and talk to them. So very important part of a small talk is that first introduce yourself. When we introduce ourselves, the most important thing that you require to say is about your name and your personal identity. Don't give out the entire history of yours, but give it out and then it goes on. For example, if I'm going to talk to Avani here, I'll probably go and say, hello, my name is Keerthi. I'm a student of first year English from NSS College, Pandalam. And I would really love to actually know something more about you. What is your name? So this is how it goes on. Please ensure you have a smile on your face as well, because having a serious face or an attitude face doesn't give a positive note for the other person. Along with that, not everyone will be happy to talk to you. So when you go and ask some permission and person say like, no, I'm not interested to talk to a stranger. No problem. Thank you so much. You leave. This is a very simple thing. Don't get disappointed. Maybe you'll get 5 rejections to talk, but that's all fine because not everyone is very happy to talk to a stranger. Or maybe they have not attended a session like ours right now. So you are on the other side, so you don't have to actually worry about that. So very simple thing. Please give your name first, your basic introduction, and then go ahead and take a permission and then talk to them. Try that if you have this practice. Like every day you go and meet 2 to 5 people, trust me, by the end of your year, you will have many friends around you, many people around you. And then after that, when you meet those people, say, hi, hello, Avani, hi, Alka, hi, Ramu, hi, Vaishnavi. And there's like, oh my God, too many friends. And it's like a beautiful thing to go on with. So that is about small talk. Is there anything that you would really love to ask me regarding small talk? Very quick. If you have something to ask me, a situation or a scenario where you find like, oh man, this is not possible. If you would really love to ask me, I can probably try to help you on that part. So this is one of the most important soft skill which nowadays a lot of people actually lack. But once you practice, it makes a lot of things to make it a bit more better. For example, your how to end the conversation. See, how do you end the conversation quickly? Can you yourself think like when you talk to a person? Imagine they're saying hi. Let me just take up someone's name. Hi, Ashtami. My name is Keerthi. Hi, my name is Keerthi, and I'm a student of final year, and I've just come to meet a new person. So, what is your name? So, Ashtami tells me her name. Okay, what are you doing? Which class are you? What are your hobbies? All right. Thank you so much, Ashtami. It was really nice talking to you and meeting you. We'll catch up later on. Thank you. Done. It's very simple. You go ahead and like as in Malayalam movie Kilikam, Jagadi says, welcome to Uti. Nice to meet you. Same, we can probably go ahead and say like it was really nice talking to you. And let's catch up some other day as well. Some very positive note. Okay, take proper care of yourself. Enjoy your day. Keep in connect. These kind of words or usages will always actually help you to wind up your conversation. So I think Nandan, I was able to help you with your question.
Yes, ma'am.
Was that? Thank you. Ashwati says, what if the other person is not interested to talk? No problem. Have a smile on your face. Thank you so much. It's perfectly fine. And go to the next person. Very simple. When you show a sad face, I'm so sorry. No, I'm really busy. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, really? You will not talk to me? Okay. And you yourself are getting a no, you're dipping down. So don't do that. Give a positive smile to their face. Just say that, no problem. Thank you so much. We'll meet some other day. And then go on. Very simple. That's a very simple mantra you can go on with because, as I said, Ashwati, when you give a smile, it's not necessary everyone will give you a smile back. But you keep on doing that. Trust me, you will have many others who would actually give you back. So don't worry about that. It doesn't talk to you at all. But yes, in this very important part is about the way how you talk to a person. Because if you're being a very rude person, something that you get back is a rude attitude. If you're not being a pleasant person, you will get some unpleasant thing happening. But if you have a smile and you're being very jovial enough to talk to that person, I'm sure that you will get the same thing back.
Ma'am,
I have yes, Nandana.
ma'am, can I say something? Actually, I
Yeah.
was having a conversation with Ashwati, and it was so awkward since I'm an introvert. And actually, I was contriving a plan to escape this. And actually, Ashwati, I hate to, if there is any misunderstanding, I just want to clear this that I just don't want to talk to you. It was so awkward that I haven't talked to a stranger, and that's why I entered the conversation by telling that it is enough. That's the reason I just asked you how to end the conversation.
Actually, ma'am, I'm also an introvert, so we were both like, "Is this enough? Can we
Yeah,
cut the call
how
now?"
to end the conversation.
Okay, Nandan and Ashwati, can you quickly switch on your cameras, please? I would really love to see you girls. Thank you. Nandana, yes. Nandana, have you
Ma'am,
gone
I'm
for
in
a
the
quick
mess.
test? You're in the?
Mess.
That's okay. We'll not look into your food and we'll not have some kind of a kind of things. Please, quickly. I want to see you. Okay, so that's Nandana. Ashwati, this is Nandana and this is Ashwati. Okay. Now, what your task here is that next tomorrow when you go to college, please ensure you go and meet and talk to each other.
Sure,
Very
ma'am, sure.
simple. So this is how you actually clear off your things which you had. But don't worry about that because you being an introvert, you don't have to worry at all. This is how your introvert part gets off. As many people you talk to, Nandana and Ashwati, your introvert part actually gets off. That is how your personality clears off and you become an ambivert, someone who's neutral. Introvert means you will not actually break your shell. So it's perfectly fine. I like your honesty by saying, I'm so sorry, Ashwati, I couldn't talk to you. Is that enough? So don't do the task just for the enough part of it, but go ahead and talk to them.
Sure, ma'am.
Very much. So
Sure.
Nandana, ensure that you're going to bring up a good relation with Ashwati tomorrow itself.
Definitely, ma'am, definitely.
There we go. Superb. I like that part of it. So people, this is something which most of us actually go across, or some problems like this where we find it very odd to talk to some person and it feels very odd to actually respond back. But there you may probably need to have that smile and just have that pleasant part. And I think things actually change a lot, which is very, very simple. Along with that, some very good things or good words in English that helps you always. Can you quickly actually type in the chat box that which are the very good words in English, which actually always brings a smile on someone's face, or which actually makes someone feels very good about that. What are the English words which you feel are some really good words? You being the student of English, beautiful. Uh-huh. I know. I am beautiful. Thank you, Yashnavi. Okay. Some kind of lovely. Very nice. Keep going, people. What are the other kind of emotions, or what are the other kind of open-minded? Very good. Kind enough. Very interesting. But still, there are some good English words. Some words which actually make others happy. Mellifluous voice. Okay. I like that, Nemus, but smile, something very important. And certain words like thank you, something so good. You wouldn't believe if when you always keep your happy part. Love you. Arsha, if you keep on say love you, you will get more love. So I wouldn't say that, but still on that note, yes, those are the good things. Move on. It was nice talking to you. Thank you. A word of appreciation. See, whenever we find something good happening, or when you find something good about a person, go ahead and appreciate. I think people would enjoy appreciating. Someone who doesn't get it, they feel very good when you go and appreciate. Maybe it could be a good smile, maybe it could be a good hair, or maybe good hairstyle, or maybe the way that person talks. All this is a word of appreciation which you can give it out to anyone around you, which is really important. That makes that person really good. Now let me ask one question here. Do you all actually appreciate your mother when she makes a good curry or some dish for you? Be very honest and say yes or a no. Ramu says yes. Alka, yes. Be very honest with your answers. Yes. Okay. All right. So this actually happens, which is always very good, very beautiful that you're doing that. Now, let me ask you one more question there. When your younger ones, maybe your younger brother or your younger sister, achieves something, do you go and appreciate them? Be very honest on that, okay? Someone who's younger to you, maybe your younger brother, your younger sister, or someone who's just younger to you, achieves something, do you actually go and say, oh wow, adipoli, nee mamma cheyidittundu. Ramu, thank you for being honest. No. Oh, ഇനിയിപ്പോ ഞാൻ അതെങ്ങാനും അവനോട് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവന് ഭയങ്കര ജാടയായിരിക്കും. No, thank you, Gokul, for being honest. This actually comes out, no, when Jishnu says thank you. I think girls are giving a yes and boys are giving me a no. Okay. Yeah, so we don't do that to our younger ones, but why? Why don't you actually appreciate the younger ones and try to end? Vaishnavi, thank you. You actually, I do, so that she would be do that again. Very good, Nandana. So Jishnu, Gokul, Ramu, when you said no, why don't you actually appreciate your younger ones? What is the emotions that they might have when you don't when you appreciate them? Ramu, can you actually respond? Gokul and Jishnu. Jada, I understand. Oh, Finipo, even in Yaring Paranya, even the Jada and commented nothing, just Jada things. I know, I really understand. But people, this is not about the Jada, this is about the three-letter word which we have in our personality, which is ego. I would say this is a very simple thing. But people start doing the same part. Appreciation, it's not according to the age or depending on the person. It's just about just giving out a good word. It doesn't lose anything from you. You give out something to them and you will find that they smile a lot, which is so important. So small talk also starts with appreciations. When you meet a new person, you can probably say, "Oh, you've got a beautiful smile," and they feel like, wow, that's so nice. It's a very good thing to get someone's day to be started with some very good thing. I have seen a lot of people saying, "Wow, it's my birthday," and someone say, "Oh, really? Happy birthday!" And your expression is like very sad for that. Someone comes and says, "You know what? This is my new dress." Okay, yeah, that looks all good, but this color should have been this, and you would see that smiling face is just getting off. So try that. We don't give a negative comment. Just at least say, just acknowledge, by saying, yeah, it's a nice dress. Even though you don't like it, but just don't give it out because people might be like disappointed for all these things. It's just because of the expectation. So that's about the small talks. Is there anything else you want to clarify regarding a small talk? I think for a quick 1 hour, we might probably start with this particular part, and let's say hopefully later on, if we have sessions, we'll just keep on going, adding on more soft skills to be added there. But is there anything that you would clarify regarding small talks? I think this is one of the best things because I know someone said I'm an introvert. Introvert is one character which can be changed. People have a negative notion that introverts cannot change at all. But small talks are one way of getting your introvert kind of personality into an ambivert. There are three kinds: introvert, ambivert, and extrovert. Extrovert are people like who they can do anything. They are less. They don't have shyness. They are so confident. Ambiverts are like a neutral people. That at times you're an introvert, at times you're an extrovert. That is a neutral kind of thing. So when you do the small talks, it actually helps you to boost your confidence, make you feel out, out of the problem of talking to a stranger, gets your egos off, gets you break the ice, gets you out of your comfort zone. So try that when you go back tomorrow to your college, you will straight away go and talk to some strangers in your college and get to know about them. It will be really good if you can just go ahead and you will find the difference when you start talking. You will feel yourself to be very, very happy. So that's how it goes on. Is there anything else you would really love to ask me apart from small talks before we ask something more and go ahead? Is there anything that you would really like to ask me, people? Please go ahead and you can ask. So this is something which I really wanted, you to know about because it's something which we usually go ahead and promote a lot among the student community because this is something which is lacking nowadays because we are very happy with our gangs or our comfort zones, our friend circle. So it's better to actually get off out of it and then probably explore it. Any questions? I would request everyone to actually switch on your cameras very quick. I would really love to see you all. I know initially I said the same that everyone needs to switch on your camera, but later on people were very laughing. Gokul, are you sleeping? No, right? Parvati, you need some more light. I would really appreciate everyone to sing. Now, quickly switch on your cameras. Nandana, are you still in the mess? I'm not sure. But I really appreciate your dedication of attending the session from mess. Revati, where are you traveling actually? Are you in a bus? Oh my God. I should really appreciate this, Lakshmi ma'am, that the students are so dedicated that they are there for the session. Okay. Anything else you would really love to ask me, people, apart from your small talks? Anything that you feel that I can probably help you on or just suggest you on some kind of things that you feel? Oh, Nandana says power cut, Pam. I thought like you want me to talk something about power cut. I'm so sorry. Yes, Nandana, go on. You have raised your hands. Is it because of power cut you have just clicked on the raised hand button?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, you can't see anything right now.
That's okay,
Even
no
if,
problem. Don't touch on anything.
okay.
Yeah, so that's there. Okay. Anything else you would really love to ask on? Okay, now can you quickly tell me in the chat box that which are the years that we have got here? First year, second year, third year, PG, whatever it is. Can you quickly type the year which you are from? Which batch are you from? First year, second, MA first year? Very good. Okay, keep going, people. Quickly type MA second year. Second year. Okay. All right. So there are a lot of postgraduates here. Perfect. All right. Okay. Now, let me ask you one more question here. Do you come across with seminars and presentations in your classes? If so, please type yes. Seminars, presentations, yes. Okay, yes. All right. Great. So, see, I'll just help you on one more thing about your seminars and presentations, because as we have been telling, when you actually talk about soft skills, one of the very important thing is about your body language as well. So we always come across with a problem or a trouble when we stand in front of a crowd to do seminar. Do you have these kind of problems? Do you face a problem how to stand in front of a crowd? If so, quickly type in the chat box why, because there are a lot of yes there. Do you find yourself to be very odd, or you find yourself to be a bit difficult, the way how you stand in front of a crowd? Do you? Yes. Okay. All right. So I am going to help you before we wind up. I'm just going to help you with a few simple tips how you can manage your body when you're standing in front of a crowd. Okay. Now, the basic three things which is so much important to be taken care when we are in front of a crowd is about our eyes, about our hands, and as well as our legs. These are the three things which we basically are very confused about. So we'll start off with the legs first. Please ensure that when you are standing in front of a crowd for the seminar, your entire leg is stiff on the floor. The entire part is just sticked on the floor. It doesn't move, or it's not kept like this. It's not crossed. It is just on the floor with a small gap. This is the right way of putting your legs up, because the moment you keep your legs stiff on the floor, your confidence level starts from the bottom. One. Second, moving on with your hands. Okay. Now, there are different ways of holding your hands when you talk to a person, when you are in front of a crowd. But the most beautiful ways which have been recommended are, I'll just quickly stand here so that you can see my hands are. Okay. Am I visible, Vaishnavi? Yes.
Yes,
Give me a
ma'am.
thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. So one way of holding your hands is something like this. If you could see, this is one way of holding your hands. Okay. So when you hold your hands, try that you keep your hands towards your belly button, this side, which is really important. Towards your this side, you keep your hands like this. If you see that, you can notice that my shoulders are already up when I stand there. But if I keep my hands down, my shoulders are coming down. So when you are doing a presentation or a seminar, ensure that your shoulders are up, which gives you more confidence. So my legs are stiff and my shoulders are up, which is really important. Ensure that your shoulders are not drooping down, not coming down. It's up, and you hold your hands in this way. Good morning, everyone. I'm Keerthi. Today I'm going to talk about this particular topic. So that's one, holding hands. So if you would have noticed, Srikandan Nair, which is a very famous host, as well as he's in the news channels as well, he always holds his hand something like this. Yes. Okay, okay. This is how it goes on. But if you have a shivering tendency, please ensure you don't use it. It will be visible. So this is one way holding your hands when you do a seminar or a session. When this is there is a lot of air passages. So it's like an open kind of thing when you hold your hands. One. Second, you can even hold your hands like this. Again, towards your belly button, you can keep it like this. Your shoulders are up and your hands are here. This is how you can hold your hands and talk. Good morning, everyone. My name is Keerthi, and today I'm going to take a session about how to hold your hands. So my hand is there, which is straight, and my shoulders are up. But the most beautiful way how you can use your hand is by opening up and talking. Hi, everyone. I'm Keerthi. Today I'm going to tell you how to use your hands in 3 different ways. So my hands are actually talking, which is more good to see, which gives more confidence, which gives you more feeling like you are free to talk. So always try that you are going to practice to use your hands when you do a set presentation. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my house. My house is so beautiful. There's a beautiful garden in my house, and there's a very good river which is in front of my house, which actually flows towards the left side of it, and your hands are just playing a lot of magic. So this is another third way of holding your hands when you do a presentation or a seminar, because when you stand in front of a crowd, your body speaks before you speak something. That is a very important thing to be taken care of. So 3 ways is: one, this, towards your belly button. Second goes with this, with your shoulders up. And third one is just using your hands, which is really, really important. So legs are done, your hands are done, and then goes for the third and the final part is about your eye contact. Please ensure you look at the person's eyes and talk. When you have a lot of crowds, you can look at every single person and talk, which gives you more confidence. The moment you hide your eyes, it says that you're nervous, you're tensed, you are shy, you're feeling really scared about the crowd and things like that. So look at everyone and try to talk about that. One English alphabet which always help us to play with our eyes is M or a W, like this. You draw with your eyes. It's not like this with your head, but if you draw with your eyes, like a W, it actually goes with every single person's eye contact. So that's a W, or an M also actually helps out to look at the people out there. So these are again three things which might help you for your seminars or presentations when you think about your body language. So I think these two things we can probably think into when you talk about your soft skills plus your communication, which is nonverbal, which is really, really important to be taken care of. So with that note, I might probably say thank you so much, people. It was really nice interacting with you. And I would really love to hear from you very quickly in the chat box. Give me one or two words. How did you feel? Did you get the same energy which I was trying to give it out? Or what was your experience for this 1 hour which you were spending with me? Very quick in the chat box. Maybe that's the first time. Thank you, Ramu. First and the last, I think it's the last time I'm going to ask you to type in the chat box. Okay, thank you. And there was no boring. Thank you. I tried my best. I'm a good entertainer, Jishnu. Okay, keep going, people, and thank you. Thank you, Ashwati. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice. See, the word of appreciation matters a lot, as I said. It doesn't mean that you have to only give the positive appreciations. At times when you find something not working, be very honest on that, but say it in the right way. Right communication, right tone actually helps you a lot. So I believe that was quite okay with you. Your Sunday was all fine with me for the 1 hour you were there. Thank you so much for like interacting chatting session. Thank you. I tried my best. Hopefully there'll be a time when I could visit your college directly and we'll have more interactions to be happening out there. So on to Parvati ma'am, if you're there, I think I can probably go on. This is Parvati ma'am. Ah, okay. You were behind the screen till now. Right now you've just popped up. All right. Okay, on to you, Parvati ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you for this beautiful session. And on a personal note, I would like to add something. This is the second time that I'm attending your class.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? From where,
yes, I was there in the refresher course conducted by Calicut University. So,
oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. That's so nice. And it's a surprise.
Yeah, it was an afternoon session, and I still remember your class very vividly because we were all feeling drowsy, and you had your energy levels soaring high. So I still remember your class. Now I just wanted to tell that it's always a beautiful experience to listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Positive vibe around you is very much infectious. So yeah,
nice.
Just wanted
but
to
it's a very
that.
big surprise for me that I never expected, but certain things come in an unexpected package, it seems like. So maybe that is the reason you didn't switch on your camera.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so nice.
Yeah. And on moving on, I would like to invite our students, since the talk is over. Students, please come up with your questions or doubts or comments that you have on this topic. And please make use of this really resourceful resource person.
I think when you've been asked to ask the question, it's very difficult. Yes, go on, Ramu. Yes, thank you.
Ma'am, I would like to know more about your firm. I mean, Evoke Beyond the Limits. I mean, what was your inspiration behind it?
Great. Thank you so much. Ramu, and to everyone out there, I soon after my graduation, I started working in Cochin Info Park, and I started as a collections officer there. But I was enjoying my job, but my keen interest was into interaction with people around. So that's how I started my profession as a trainer. So I started my process training in the beginning, and then I moved to the real kind of client relations and training to the the people around and things like that. That's how my training career started. And for 4.5 years, I was there in Info Park. Later on, I moved to Calicut after my marriage, and I joined a service sector, which is a hospital in Calicut, and I started there as a HR trainer. Again, after 1.5 years of experience, I actually took a break. I had my elder one, so I took a break. After a break, I thought not to go back to a full time and to start as a freelancer. So currently, I'm a freelance trainer. So I work with different organizations here and there. And when I started my freelancing, people started asking that where does this come under? Which umbrella does it come under? All that's a place where I thought like let's start something new. And that's how I started my own firm, which is Evoke beyond the limits, because for me, I always believe that you need to probably think out of your limits. There is no limit for you in your life. It's just your mindset that you have to probably go on with. And that's how I started with Evoke Beyond the Limits. And it's a firm. If you ask me, does it have an office? I have my office in my house. Like if you would have watched the Malayalam movie Jacob in this Swargarajyam, where Nivin Pauly says, he opens the car and says, sit down in the office. That is how my office actually works. But I travel around and I take up classes. I'm so fond of interacting with people that actually helps me to get my references. I personally don't do too much of marketing, but I try that I give out my best for every single thing which I do. So that's how Evoke started, and it's almost been 3 years Evoke is there. So now I go under Evoke for all the sessions that I take. So I think that answers your question, Ramu. This is how that was an inspiration. No problem. Thank you so much.
Any other questions?
Any questions, any comments, always welcome. People, it doesn't mean that when you're there for a session, you only need to give out a positive comment. If there is something could have been done better also, it's always welcome, because being a trainer, it's very important to get some kind of those kind of comments also to work on. If at all there is more association which I'll be having with your organization, I can definitely work on that. So if you had something like that, please feel free to do that. You're not going to get a cutoff on your internals. You're not going to get a cutoff on your attendance. Trust me. I believe your teachers will not do that. But yeah, those feedbacks are also welcome. It seems, Parvati ma'am, everyone is feeling hungry and they're planning to actually go and sleep. Oh my God, it's a Sunday.
Okay. Then can we wind up the session with the vote of thanks?
Sure. Yes, of course. Is Lakshmi ma'am there? Is there? I'm not sure, because it's always a bit worry that when your teacher gives you feedback, no, after your something. So I'm a bit scared. I hope. I hope that Lakshmi ma'am. Oh my God, she's there. She's unmuted herself.
I'm here, Keerthi. I really liked your session. I think a lot of our students, I think, I am more than, the boisterousness of your session. What I was really happy with was that so many students interacted with you. So hats off to you for actually being able to do that. And so many of them switched on their cameras. Many of them actually sent me messages saying that it's raining very heavily. So they're having internet connectivity issues. And that's why they are not able to switch on their cameras. So do forgive them for that. Thank you.
That's so sweet of you, ma'am.
Keerthi, it was an excellent session. Actually, we are looking forward to have more sessions like this in the future as well.
Thank you so much, Anjana ma'am. It's a great word of appreciation from people like you, because it's not so easy when we have teachers there. When you have students, it's quite easy. We have the upper hand, but when we have teachers and we know that there's a head of the teacher there, oh my God, I said as the butterflies are still there. But it's so nice to hear from you, ma'am. Thank you so much for that word.
Okay.
Okay. So now I would like to call upon Ramu of second year MA English to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, Ramu. Ramu, your mic is on mute.
Sorry, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, it gives me immense pleasure today for conveying the vote of thanks for this wonderful session. First of all, I would like to thank the PG Department of English in association with IQAC of the college and our beloved principal, Dr. Anjana ma'am, our HOD, Sridhala ma'am, and all the coordinators of this event for conducting these wonderful sessions. I would say it's a very positive session. Means the moment I saw Keerthi Rohitam ma'am on the screen, I don't know. It gives me very it gave me very positive vibes from you because of your smiling face and your welcoming attitude and all. That itself was an inspiration for me. From the moment you appeared on the screen. So thank you, ma'am, for that. Today, our resource person was Keerthi Rohitam ma'am, who is the founder of Evoke Beyond the Limits. Today's session was all about the ability enhancement, soft skills, and their importance. So, many of us switch on our camera and interacted with you, and that itself is a very big change. On a personal level for me also. So I'm looking forward to more sessions with you, ma'am, Keerthi ma'am. Then I would also like to thank all of our teachers who have attended and graced the occasion. Parvati Vijay ma'am, Rajit sir, Jyoti ma'am, Harida ma'am, etc. And I would also like to thank all of my colleagues, all of the students of the Department of English for your participation and for your comments and all. So finally, I would like to say thanks to the department for this wonderful session. It was very informative, and I'm looking forward to more sessions like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramu. So good to hear from you. And I felt it so good that you didn't do a prepared speech. You were talking from your heart, which is so good. I'm a person like that who cannot actually prepare something and just keep on reading something which I've written. So it's so good. Thank you so much. I really feel very honored on that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramu. And Anjana ma'am, shall we wind up?
Yeah, it's Parvati. So we wind up with a positive note. Looking forward to have more meaningful interactions with you, Keerthi.
Sure, ma'am. Anjana ma'am, thank you so much for this opportunity. I would really like to thank Lakshmi ma'am and Parvati ma'am for being a part of this and being with us from the beginning till now. And to these students out there, boys and girls, keep talking to others. Wish you all the very best for whatever you're doing in your life. Keep smiling, spread smiles to others because it is actually contagious. When you smile, you actually spread the smile to others as well. So keep smiling and have a great week ahead. Enjoy your night as well. And yeah, let's see whether we can just catch up more for more interactions. Thank you so much for a great participation. And again, once again, Parvati ma'am, thank you so much for being behind the screen. And Anjana ma'am, thank you so much for being a great inspirer or a motivator for your students as well as for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Keerthi, once more.
Thank you.
Goodbye,
Lakshmi ma'am,
everyone.
thank you and bye bye.
Sounds good, Keerthi. Thank you so much.
No
Good night.
problem. Bye, Rama. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.